and welcome to Paranormal Path Peeps. And tonight I have some special guests. So I met Amanda a while ago. I started hosting at Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre, and I met Amanda there, and she's a fellow co-host.
Hello.
Yeah, great big hello to Amanda, my mate. And we have Ian as well.
Good evening.
Hello, Ian. So I've met Ian as well on a couple of investigations, which were very eventful and very unusual. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. What can we say? Right. So you two have paired up to actually do something unique, haven't you? You're sort of hosting an event. But before we go into that, then let's find out who you are. Let's find out a bit about you then. So, Amanda, where did it all start for you with the paranormal side of things?
Well, I would say I was about 7, and I used to see an image of a ghost or a spirit that used to walk past my mum's bay window. And I was very little, and I remember being quite scared of this figure that used to walk from left to right, straight past the bay window, really, in a living room. And I used to think it was a monster. And yeah, because I couldn't comprehend what it was. And I said to him, monster, because I didn't think it ever believed. So I sort of ignored it. But when she was out of the room and I kept seeing it, I used to look down.
Right, the sound's going a bit strange at the moment.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Yes, so that was my first ever paranormal event, really, which sort of led me on to, in later life, I started to look at tarot and crystals, and I was very interested in history as well. And it was that moment that I started to look at history that I realised what I used to see as a child. It was a cavalier soldier. So at that age, when I was 6 and 7, I wouldn't have comprehended, I wouldn't have known it was a cavalier soldier. So that's how I interpreted it. But obviously, as I got older and I used to do, looked into history and things, I now realise that I was looking at a ghost, a spirit of a cavalier soldier that used to walk from left to right across my mum's bay room window. So that was my very first paranormal experience, really. But like I say, I've always been intrigued by tarot cards, crystals, witches, wizards, all sorts of mysterious things that you can't quite explain, even aliens. There's just something that intrigues you. It's the suspense of it, not quite understanding what they are and how to interpret these things. But yeah, I've always had a strange, intriguing mind. I've always wanted to know more about the paranormal, and it wasn't until I went into nursing that I used to see people walking down the corridors, because I used to do night shifts, and I used to see, I don't know whether it was like energy walking down the corridors of the wards, but just little things like that. But it's now I realise that what I was seeing was actually real, because you think at the time your mind's playing tricks on you. So you don't know quite how to interpret these things. But it wasn't until I did Reiki that I really became spiritually open. It really awakened my sort of crown chakra, my spiritual center, the healing aspect of it, the esoterical shapes that you use in Reiki. It just sort of opened my crown chakra to a different dimension, and from ever since then, I've sort of excelled in the spiritual realm. You know, I've really gone into detail about looking at tarot and crystals and spirit connection, meditation, all sorts of things.
That's brilliant.
So it sort of stemmed from there, really.
Yeah. And you do circles as well, don't you?
Yes, yeah. But again, you know, I fell quite by chance into the paranormal investigator role. I didn't even know the Paranormal Research Centre existed in Hinckley. I happened to walk by the shop window, and I thought, oh, what a strange little shop. And that was the first time I discovered the centre and discovered Neil. And you know, from then on, I've become a host at the centre. So, and it's enabled me to use all my skills
Yes.
to a different level. And it's fascinating what you do learn, because it just reinforces what you know is actually real. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
All
So
of a sudden, you're surrounded by like-minded people.
Yeah, and I mean
something
the
you haven't known really.
No, I mean it's led me into a community of people that I would never have found, and we all share that, you know, that passion for the paranormal field, which is lovely because I've met such nice people and they've been so enthusiastic and so welcoming. It's been lovely, like yourself. So I've met. And you know, we work really well together as a team. So we bounce off each other. I've learned things from you, you've learned things from me.
Definitely.
And you know, what we aim to do at the centre and to other places is to give the guests the best experience that we can.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So yeah, it's all great. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sort of our positivity really helps as well, doesn't it? You know, and the spirits know us and everything. And
I've retired from nursing now, so I've got much more time to pursue my hobbies. So we've got a meditation circle that Ian and I both belong to, which we've been together quite a few years now, haven't we?
Yeah.
And that's how we initially met.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
So so we once a month we all get together. It's a closed group, and we do a meditation on a theme, and then we have tea and cake, which is
essential,
very important. And then we discuss a topic such as astrology. We learn tarot spread, or we look at crystals, or we look at the fae. All sorts of different topics, quite diverse topics, all to do with sort of, the sort of supernatural, paranormal, esoterical, yeah. But
dark, weird, stuff. Can I say
dark, weird stuff?
No, I wasn't going to say stuff.
but that's how Ian and I have been sort of thrown together, really, because of meeting through like-minded people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's fate.
Yeah, fate.
Yeah, that's right. And like I've met both of you really because of Haunted Antiques, and yeah, it's amazing how we get on. Like we've been there well over a year now, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
I don't know when we first started going. Well, no, I've been going about 5 years, but hosting, I don't know how long.
I think it's probably a year and a half, maybe more. Time just, doesn't it? And obviously,
it does. It's mad, isn't it? It really is.
It's incorporating new things as well, so it's all very exciting at the centre. Yeah,
it is.
I just love mixing with like-minded people, and I love acting with the guests as well, because some of them, you know, are budding ghost hunters and they've done it before, been to different places, and then there's some novices that, you know, haven't got a clue about how to use the equipment, or they've never seen a Ouija board, or you know, so you get both ends of the spectrum. So it's lovely dealing with the guests. I love it, especially the teenage ghost hunts. I really enjoy those.
Yeah, but it's the faces, isn't it, at the beginning, and then what they're like at the end. Yeah,
oh yeah, they come,
arrive,
yeah.
they're all like kind of
And then
scared, they don't know what's happening.
the evening because you know, they've experienced you know, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. So what about you then, Ian? Where does it all start for you then?
Where did it all start for me? Well, I had to think about this because I was going to say something which wouldn't have been true, because if I cast my mind back to when I was 10, it all started then. That actually is when it all started.
Wow.
Gotten that in the midst of time because I've done so many things since then. So when I was 10, around about 10, I wouldn't say it was exactly, I might have been 9 or 8, Mum and Dad moved to keep a pub. So I lived in a pub when I was, you know, around about that age, and it was an old coaching inn, and so it had stables at the end of the road, unattached to the building, but it was an old coaching inn, and it was a right rickety old place, but very friendly and homely. And anyway, so one night, well, let me go back a bit. So every night, obviously, I had to go to bed early to get up for school, and Mum and Dad were still working in the pub.
Yeah.
So I could hear them downstairs, and they'd close the doors, and then they'd go for supper, and then they'd come up to bed. So this particular night, that sticks in my mind when it all started, really in my, you know, in my memory. My bedroom was next door to Mum and Dad's, and they had this real old Bakelite switches on the wall. It was that old, this place. Great big black bulbous Bakelite switches with great big knobs on and massive springs. So when they switched the light on and off, I could hear this thing going clack on the wall behind my bed. It was on the wall there. And this particular night, I heard this light switch go clack. And I thought, oh, I didn't hear Mum and Dad come up to bed. And then it went clack again. And it went clack, 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 clack. And I went, what are they doing with that light? And when I listened, I could hear the TV downstairs, and I could hear Mum and Dad talking. I went, oh my God, something's going on in the next room, and it's not my mother and dad. So I thought, well, as a kid, I kind of hid under the bedclothes and went off to sleep. But I put that out of my mind. I thought, well, I must have imagined it, or it must have been something else. But not long after that, our living quarters were separate from the pub, obviously. They were out the back.
Were they upstairs or?
No, on the same level as the downstairs, but through another door. So Mum came through. She goes, can you put the yard light on? Because the yard lights were in our kitchen. So they were the old metal switches. So I went and I put the yard lights on so people could see in the yard as they went across to the lavatory. And when I came back and sat down and watched TV, and Mum said, I've asked you to put those yard lights on. I said, I've just put the yard lights on. I thought, perhaps I haven't. I went and put them on again and sat down, and she came in and she said, I'll do it myself. And when I went through, they were switched off. So they've been switched off twice.
Wow.
And they were great big strong switches,
Yeah.
these things, they're great big metal things. And I thought, well, and that was another thing, right? And then I began to think, maybe there's something in this, maybe there's something happening in this place. Anyway, time went on and weird stuff happened. And the way the upstairs floor plan was, my bedroom was at the end of a long passage opposite the bathroom. So if I wanted the bathroom, it was like a half-mile trek to the bathroom at night. And whenever I went down there, something, I don't know what it was, I felt terrified by the time I got to the bathroom, and I'd run like Billy out back to my bed and dive in bed every time. I was just terrified of going into that bathroom. Don't ask me why. And I thought, there's something in this place. And on occasions, I'd hear doors slam, and I thought, oh, it's the wind, as you do, and try and, boil everything down to ordinary events. But looking back now, and even at the time, I thought, no, this place ain't right. There's something about this place, and it proved it one night, because I must have been about 16, and Mum and Dad went out, and they left somebody in charge of the bar. They used to get help, and they said, we'll be back late, so this guy's going to finish up in the bar, lock up behind him, and then you can go to bed and we'll let ourselves back in. I said, okay. So this particular night, I think it was a games night, darts and dominoes and cards and that. So that they used to put food out back in the day on little plates.
Yeah,
like
we did as well. I had a pub, yeah.
Cheese and biscuits and stuff. So the plates were on the bar. There was about 4 or 5 plates. So the guy that was looking after the place said, I'll be off in a minute. I said, well, have a drink before you go. Go around the other side of the bar, I'll pull you a drink. So he said, all right. So he went around the other side of the bar. I pulled him a drink. And these plates, the top plate just shot off onto the floor and broke.
Oh, wow.
And he looked at me, and I went, mate, I weren't anywhere near it. He said, well, I weren't anywhere near it. So what was that? I went, oh, I've no idea. I said, but when you've gone, I'm going to bed, mate. Pull the covers over me again. So all this was going on. And I tried in my own mind to deny it all, really, I think at the time. But there was definitely something there. It may even still be there. I've no idea. Because we never really found any resolution to it or any reason for it being there. But old Mum and Dad, they then confided in me and said, yeah, well, we've heard stuff as well, but we didn't want to tell you.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was throughout the whole place.
Mm.
So fast forward now, when I left there and got my own place, nothing happened for decades. Nothing, you know, I didn't come across anything for decades. Then I got into magic, conjuring, magic type stuff, you know, performing card tricks and all that. Because I've always been an entertainer ever since I was 12. I was a semi-professional entertainer when I was 12.
Wow.
So I've always entertained, but magic was a
So
new
what
thing.
did you do at 12 then?
I was an organist.
Oh, brilliant.
So I used to play the organ, and a friend of mine, well, 2 friends of mine, one guy had a trumpet, and he was in the National Youth Orchestra, and we had a drummer, and we used to do trumpet, organ and drums, strict time dancing.
Okay.
We were just all 3 of us were 12 years old, and we went out playing for strict time dances. And then later on, as I got older, I joined a band, bought a guitar, keyboard. So I've been in bands all years, for a lot of years. And then Dad was a clown and a magician.
Okay.
And so when he'd gone, you know, when Dad died, for a few years after that, 1995, I decided to give up serious musicianship. I still play occasionally.
Right.
I do jam nights and play for my own amusement, but I'm not in a regular band. Because by 1995, I was fed up of coming down concrete fire escapes at 2 o'clock in the morning, getting soaked and dropping my stuff down the stairs, you know, so I'd had enough of that.
Yeah.
So I thought I'll do something else. So what could I do to entertain people? So I had a rummage around in all this stuff my dad had left, and I decided I was going to do magic. So that's what I did. And then after that was that's been well over 20 years ago, probably year 2000,
Wow.
I would say. That was 24 years ago. And after I joined Coventry Magic Circle, where I started, there was a guy there called BJ Powers. That was his professional name. And he did bizarre magic, which I'd never heard of. And he took me under his wing. He treated me like a little project, you know, and taught me all sorts about magic that not a lot of the other magicians knew, because it was a different brand of magic. And he taught me all about being more theatrical, having a presentation, a story, maybe dressing up, presenting it in a more immersive and captivating way. And he taught me how to make most of my own stuff. So instead of going buying he taught me, he said, don't buy anything, make all your own stuff. I said, I don't know how to do it. And he showed me.
That's brilliant.
He introduced me to using a pendulum, which, the first time I used a pendulum, I laughed so hard. I'll tell you what, I nearly had to stick. Because I'd never done it, and I was holding it there. And I tried my best to keep this damn thing still, and it was going around like a washing machine, and I couldn't hold it still. It just made me laugh, because I thought, well, what's going on, you know?
Yeah.
So that was funny. And then, as part of the bizarre magic scene, we used tarot cards for some of the tricks, some of the darker tricks.
Okay.
And I didn't believe in tarot at all. They're just cards. I don't, you know, did nothing for me until I read a book. And in that book, it was about tarot. And in that book, it explained how tarot worked on the subconscious level, on the collective subconscious. And I went, well, I believe in that, because I'd studied the human mind ever since I was about 15. I've always been interested in the mind and how it works. And that made sense to me. And because it made sense, I was open to tarot then. So I began to read tarot, and I thought, oh, this works, doesn't it? So then I went to a tarot group to learn more about tarot from people who do tarot for tarot's sake, other than just magic. And that's where I met my current partner. So I met Sharon at a tarot group. And that must be, looking at how many years ago, 15 or 16 years ago. And we've been together for 12 years now. So, and latterly, then obviously I met Amanda there as well, who was at the tarot group as well. So I came to meet Amanda. And our friendship's grown, and obviously through the meditation group as well. Then she invited me to the Haunted Antique Centre. I thought, oh yeah, I'd like to go. So I went there as well.
Was that the time I was there then?
Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Was that the first time you went?
I think so.
Was it?
I think so, yes.
When I was badly affected.
I think it was overshadowed in the attic on that particular evening. So I don't know whether you were there or not.
I wasn't in there, no.
There was an outburst.
yeah. But yeah, the attic definitely had an effect on you, didn't it?
I think it was that, and the fact that somebody played the Lord's Prayer backwards. I think that did it. But anyway.
Well, yes, so that kind of.
Say nothing about that.
I like to stir it up a bit.
Yeah.
So there we are. So come up to date now. I saw an opportunity to blend what I've been doing in my magic career with what I enjoy doing as a social activity, if you like. So paranormal and the occult are kind of a backdrop for my work anyway. So when I work now in my professional capacity as a magician, I like to blur the line between reality and the occult and leave people thinking, I'm not sure whether that was a magic trick or what it was. But I always say, when you see me do anything, it's lies, chicanery and tricks. But when you have a ghost hunt, then it's different.
And that's what we need to make sure we have that dividing line, because obviously Ian does his magic tricks, and you know, we sort of reinforce that is magic and illusion. But then obviously the second part of our event is embracing the research centre and utilising the spirits of the centre and doing what it does best, do a ghost hunt. So we're blending those two together, and then we came up with this. Well, very easily we came up with the Victorian theme because I think we just both had a light bulb moment in the Victorian seance room, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Because it's such a lovely room and
It is, yeah.
whenever I'm in there with guests, there always tends to be an element of personal messages that come through, especially with my meetings. So it's just a room for me where people's loved ones come through as well. So we both sort of had this light bulb moment, and we thought, why don't we utilise the building, because it's such a fantastic themed building, and space an event around the Victorian theme and magic and illusion and occultism and spiritism, and combine everything together, just to try and throw something different into the mix, really. Because I mean, everybody loves coming to the Ghost Centre and doing the ghost hunts. But what Ian provides is phenomenal. You know, some of the tricks that he performs and the illusions.
That's brilliant.
Mind blowing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
And then we both thought we both liked the Victorian era, and there was just something about that we got really excited about it. Well, let's throw everything together. So we've got all these wonderful costumes, and we've created wonderful stage names. So I'm Celestia Storm. So and you are
Ethan Black. I've always been Ethan Black, but since when I started performing, because I used to have an illusion act called Black and Gold, a stage illusion.
Okay. Yeah.
I've always been Ethan Black. Yeah.
So basically, I'm his new Debbie McGee.
Chopped in half then.
Yeah.
Get back in the box.
Well, that may come. So don't jest. We've got lots of things in the pipeline.
Yes.
We'll see.
I may be decapitated.
Whoa. As long as you put back together, that's all right.
So whoever's watching wants to see my head coming off, then it may come to fruition.
It may do.
Well, you've got a bucket to catch it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Victorian bucket.
Victorian bucket, yeah.
Victorian bucket, yeah.
No, it is like something unusual you're doing. You know, you met each other, you decided to do this evening, which hopefully it's the first of many. And for anyone watching who is local, it's the 4th of May, isn't it?
Saturday, the 4th of May.
May the 4th be with you. The date to remember.
Yeah.
Go forth and prosper, and don't play with the super glue.
That's the one.
That's it. So we'll be in our Victorian costumes. I will provide a Victorian selection of cakes and refreshments. So the guests get the full experience.
And I will scare you witless.
Yeah.
Yay. It just sounds fascinating, with you mixing the two different things together, and sounds like it'd be a really good night. And anybody who does want to go along, Amanda's cakes are just pure evil. They really are.
There's no calories in them at all.
I know you ought to be on Bake Off. You really did.
Oh dear. I don't think
seriously.
Now my sister could go on Bake Off because she's much better than I.
Wow. You're so beautiful. Your cakes.
She's a much better baker than I. But she'd be a better candidate than I. I'll stick to the spiritual psychic stuff. I like doing cakes as a hobby. I mean, I'm always baking. I'm forever baking, and I mean, my hobby is gardening. I'm always in the garden. I grow my own veg. I live in the greenhouse practically in the from spring till the end of August and September time. So yeah, I'm constantly either outside baking something or doing something paranormal. So, but my house is great because I live in a very old house, 1786, and we're always having something happen in the house. We have
it is haunted.
Yeah,
I've been there.
I've upstairs bit in my house, which I've commandeered as my magic room. So I've got all my paraphernalia in there, my tarot cards, my crystals, my angel cards, everything. So I sort of work from there and enjoy my hobby upstairs. But there's many times that my fairy lights have been turned on unexpected, or things have been thrown on the floor. My example, my daughter was walking from the downstairs toilet a few weeks ago through one of the rooms, and she turned around and something had been thrown at her, and it was a little sign about that big, and it belonged in the toilet, so it had been unhooked off the wall and thrown at her because she wondered where it had come from. So, but there's always things happening like that in my house. There's
wow.
ghost in the cellar that I've called Cecil. He's like residual energy, and he's doing the same sort of thing in the cellar every time you go down there. But nothing's scary. Nothing harms me. It's all nice energy, and I think, I don't know. I just think it's fate. I think they like me being there. Because from the time I moved in, the latches used to go on the doors used to open and close, the lights come on and off. But there's nothing is scary. It's not evil. It's just a nice presence.
That's
so
brilliant.
So I'm very lucky to live in a historical house that has got some resident spirit.
But then they're probably happy to have you rather than somebody who can't deal with them.
Absolutely.
If you had somebody freaking out every 5 minutes because the door's shut, then again they'd have a laugh. But
I embrace it. Well, obviously people know I'm a bit sort of eccentric, a bit weird. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm always talking about unicorns and all sorts of.
Oh yeah, she is.
All sorts of.
Oh yeah, you like your unicorns, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I just live in this esoterical world, which I'm quite happy with. I just love the energy of like-minded people.
Yeah.
I just think that there's some of the nicest people you can meet, and they're genuine people.
Yeah.
You
can see if they're not, can't you? Really?
Yeah, we get a lot of slackers, paranormal people, but we are genuine, nice people.
Yeah.
You say slackers? What are you saying?
Slackers.
What did you say just then?
I can't remember what I said now. I can't remember what I said, but I think we get some slack, don't we?
Oh, slack.
Yeah.
Slackers. Oh, right. I thought you said we get some slackers.
No.
Oh.
No,
Must get a hearing aid.
No, but yeah. but we do.
We do get a lot of people.
For a little bit, but everybody I've met has been really lovely, and equally, I've sort of widened that paranormal family by meeting people at Parameets, which has been again organised by the centre, which has opened another door for me. You
might see Parameet, maybe.
So I've that's another thing. So we've got 3 Parameets this year. So more people.
Yeah, the first one, second weekend of April down south. Where is it?
Yes, Wiltshire somewhere.
Wiltshire somewhere, yeah. I've got my tickets and everything, but I'll just have to put it on Saturday to work out where it is.
The Midland one is June, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Sketchley, Grange.
Yeah, Grange. And then we've got one in the north in
Pontefract.
Yeah.
Where they make the cakes.
Yeah.
Of course, when I go to Pontefract, I pop to see what East Drive looks like. I do a selfie outside.
Yeah. That's another one, isn't it? But yeah. I mean, we've got a lot to look forward to. I mean, if it goes well, then great. It's a new thing. You've got to try it out. And we've got to gain some followers as well. You know, we're both relatively new to the scene, really. I mean,
Yeah, that's it.
Doing mediumistic, psychic stuff, you know, tarot for a long time, but it's sort of entering the paranormal world. I've only just recently got to grips with meeting people, really, and
Bless you.
joining groups.
Yeah.
I didn't know who was out there, really. So it's nice having that circle of new friends that
Yeah.
you can you know, they can tell you you know, where to go, what places to visit, you know, their experiences, what they've experienced from different places. You know, paranormal equipment. You know, I've had a lot of lessons from fellow ghost hunters with the paranormal equipment because, again, I wasn't using equipment. I used to use a lot of my senses. I used to use my skills rather than you know, the EMF meters and the S boxes and things like that. They were all new to me, so they're only something really that I've just got to grips with in the last couple of years. I was very reliant on, you know, using my skills as a sort of psychic medium.
But with you being a medium, that is the best way, isn't it? But then when you do host an event, you've got to get the gadgets out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know, because people, you know, if I've never done it before, you know, it's nothing like one of these, is there?
No, cat ball.
Little cat ball. We'll stop it flashing just in case anybody no, somebody who suffers with epilepsy. So if anybody like looks and all of a sudden caught out by that, but yeah. So yeah, these little gadgets, you know, they're all right, aren't they? Cheap as chips.
Okay. But again, I'm just sort of learning stuff as I go along. You know, and you never stop learning, do you? No matter how old you are, you stop learning.
No.
Especially this, it keeps your mind active, doesn't it? Because you don't. Well, I think with you being a medium, you're coming at it from a different way. But I'm trying to work out reasoning behind things, but the way I'd reason.
Yeah.
So it doesn't kind of work with the spiritual world how that works, does it? And it's just intriguing.
I myself do a lot of meditation.
Yeah.
I take most days, and you know, it's all about raising your vibration, and the spirit will have to sort of lower theirs, and we meet in the middle, sort of thing. But it's just utilising your skills, and you know, just joining forces with different people, all the people that we meet. All the people that we meet at the centre, it's been phenomenal for me. It's opened new doors. I mean, I can't thank Neil enough for sort of embracing me, really, and letting me help out and volunteer, because I love it.
But it's wonderful how you do it, you know?
Yeah.
And you get on with everyone, and you bring cakes.
I bring cakes. Yes.
Cakes.
I like feeding people.
Yes, I've had a cake tonight.
Yes, I've even bought in a fruit cake. It's nice. It's fresh out the oven. So
she's trying to tell me something, bringing me a fruit cake.
Fruit cake. Yeah.
I'm taken.
No. We've got some. We're excited about what's to come.
Yes, we're excited.
Right. Yeah.
We've got great stuff, and anybody who books themselves on this is in for an absolute treat, because it'll be presented authentically. There'll be. We've gone to great lengths to get these costumes, and
I must say, your promotional shots on your page. So if you look up Black and Storm, I'll post a link later. The promotional shots are brilliant. They really are. The costumes are wonderful.
My daughter, because she's done photography, and she's also into media and communication. So thanks very much to my daughter.
Absolutely.
Absolutely stunning photos. They really are.
Yeah.
So we've had had lots of positive help, really.
Mm.
All we need to do now is just put our names out there and get people to follow us and acknowledge what we do, because obviously it's quite a unique thing. Incorporating the illusion, the magic with the ghost hunts is I don't know whether that's been done before, but it's just a perfect setting, the centre.
It is.
And I mean, and if it works well, there's nothing stopping us from doing different events, and people hiring us functions and things. So because we're multifunctional, aren't we?
We are.
So we can.
That's brilliant.
And we can tailor the act to whatever the guests want, really, theme wise. So
I've got the way I've done it. I've got several themes which run throughout the evening. So we've got the haunting of Polly Poppet, which is quite a nice tale. So there's a deceased. I won't give any spoilers, but there's a deceased young Victorian girl that wants to tell her story, and she needs our help to do it. And as we go through the evening, she unfolds a tale of woe upon us. So that's the haunting of Polly Poppet. Then we've got gambling with the devil. So anybody that fancies a flutter with the Dark Lord, they can have a go on that as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
A poltergeist experience where I explain how poltergeists work and what naughty things they get up to, and there's a demonstration of poltergeist activity.
Wow, I like this.
The witch's tale. I've got a few tales of witches and what they get up to, what they shouldn't do, and how they've cheated people, and how people have tried to cheat them and come off badly.
Yeah.
So it's a tale of caution, that one. So we've got several things, so we can theme things for people, and I'm adding to it all the time as well. So
it's fascinating. I've got an idea for you, but I'll mention that after as well.
Oh, we'll have a chat about that.
So yeah. We did get a comment from Andy Tom, and he said there's always something to learn in the world of paranormal, and it's always different from learning of anyone else.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and it is, isn't it? We've all got our own journeys. For some reason, I've joined you. We've met each other. We've started investigating together outside of Haunted Antiques as well, haven't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
There are, other locations we'll probably go to, and it's just amazing how you sort of meet like-minded people, and you'll probably go off your way, I'll go off mine, or whatever at some stage, and
together as a group, you can feel the enthusiasm, and it just explodes, and you just have such a great night.
Yeah.
It's great, even if you don't experience any paranormal events during the evening. It doesn't matter, because you're with you're sharing experiences, and it's all about having fun as well. It's not all about being serious and
Oh no.
being quiet. Spirits like people to laugh. They like singing and dancing and all sorts of things to raise the energy.
That's it, definitely. Yeah.
So the more fun we have, hopefully the more activity we have as well.
That's it, because we usually break out into a laugh somewhere, don't we? We take it seriously when hosting, but at times, something happens and you just laugh, and
we do.
It just helps, doesn't it?
Often the things happen when you least expect them to happen, and it's always whenever all the guests have gone, hasn't it? And we're sitting on our own in the attic, and something happens, and it's a great end to an evening. But I just love it more.
Yeah, I can't get enough, because ever since something weird happened to me, that was it, and I sort of do this every week, and I do tend to get activity around me, as do you, and I don't know why. Like I know, like someone on social media said once that they can't see how groups get activity all the time. Well, we don't get it all the time, but you do. If you spend like maybe 6 hours, we do get something. And I don't know. Maybe if you give off the right energy or something, maybe something does happen. Maybe it's because of that.
Yeah, I mean, there are some nights that we haven't nothing.
But no, you do. You get a flashing cat ball, or you do a K2 response, or you always get something. We're really greedy because we kind of want more and more because, but yeah,
aren't we?
We don't ever have a night where absolutely nothing happens. There's always something, you know. And if it to somebody who's never seen Paranormal, I was out at Tamworth Castle at the weekend, and I put a cat ball on the floor, and there's 9 of us in this particular group, including the host, and she was doing a Ouija board session in one part of the room, and me and I think 2 others and a person who worked there just standing around, and I rolled a cat ball and it ended up near this woman who was like working for the castle, and it landed near her foot, and that was it. So then something happened on the board and a question came up and the cat ball started flashing, and then the thing on the board, it went to yes because somebody asked a question, it went to yeah, or it got other information through. But then I found, like, as soon as that cat ball flashed, this girl legged it. but we're so used to like things happening and flashing and things like that.
Yeah. But I mean, I enjoy things like automatic writing and stuff like that because I find meditation quite easy. So, I drift off quite easily, and I just love doing things like automatic writing and things like that.
Oh, that's awesome! I've never seen you do that.
Yeah, it's fascinating, but you see, I do. I think that just comes from the meditation because I'm so used to doing the meditation. I can drift off quite easily, off into astral travel and things like that. You have to bring yourself back down to earth. But yeah, it's fascinating stuff. But I mean, the point really that we want to try and get over to people is that we do exist, and we are a new venture, and we're starting out new. So all the support that we can get, we thank people. I mean, and we've had quite a few likes and a few shares in the last couple of weeks, which is phenomenal, really. Of saying we're newbies.
Well, I'll promote you anyway because I do try and promote people anyway. Even people I don't know, but I will promote you, obviously.
I'm certainly not super techy. I can get by. But yeah, thanks very much for everybody that's shown us support so far and liked and shared us, and just giving us the time of day just to read the stuff that we've posted is just lovely as well.
But your promotional stuff is brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
The images are fantastic. The design and everything. It does stand out.
Yeah, we're just excited to get going now and show people what we can do, and hopefully, people will enjoy it, and we can therefore, take it a little bit further and provide some more dates for some more events. So we need to go onto the Haunted Antiques website link and
paranormalresearch.co.uk.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Or go to blackandstorm.co.uk and there's a link there as well.
Yeah.
All right, that's excellent.
That'll take you straight to Neil's site.
Yeah. But also, you can contact Neil as well, and then Neil will put you in the right direction for tickets. But I think there are still some available. So
yes, they're limited in number, by the way. So and that's not just a sales point. There's a reason why they're limited. So there will not be a flood of people being allowed in for various reasons.
Yeah.
No, you don't want a lot of people.
Intimate groups so that people can see what we do and absorb what we do and get the best value for money, really, and enjoy the evening. Because what we don't want to do is overcrowd the rooms and people just can't enjoy what we're doing.
No.
So we've got limited tickets. But obviously, if it's a success, we can do it again. And
The way it works for me is, as a performer, is I need to fully engage everyone in the room. Whereas if I was doing an illusion show, I'll just be doing it to an audience. But with this type of thing, I engage every single person in there in some way. So I can't do that with a massive group.
No, and it's interactive as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
So we are involving people in the show. People will take part, and they will be part of the show. They're not just going to be sitting there. We're going to absorb them into the experience.
Neil is looking forward to it. Hi, Neil.
Fabulous. But yeah, thanks very much, Neil, for allowing us to host at the centre.
It does sound amazing, and it is the perfect location for it, definitely.
It's the perfect location because obviously all the rooms, there's different rooms at the centre, and they've all got various themes, and we can work with those themes. So there's lots of things that we can do to utilise those themed rooms. So it's quite exciting from that perspective.
Yeah.
And if you are of a nervous disposition, I would suggest you put the Andrex in the fridge the night before.
You having a curry as well?
But we are going to get people involved. We're going to make it very interactive. So
that is brilliant.
People will be
because
drawn.
I've seen it's very rare people experience magic shows as such, but to actually be involved in it as well. Like I've only knowingly once been involved where I've been in. It was a Christmas party, and a gentleman just went round doing little tricks.
But you see, a lot of people, with these venues, I don't think magicians have had the best sort of. Well, it's when they perform at venues and things. Most people, I don't want to be involved with magicians, or no, I don't want to do that. But what we're doing is something different. We've got that element of spiritism and occult and esoterical theme to it. So it's all linked and it's all theatrical.
Yeah. And the stuff I do,
it's engaging.
Although I claim it's trickery, chicanery, and downright lies, you will believe it's real when I finish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've seen this person do magic. Obviously, like we try and work out how it's done, and you can never see. Like things happen, and you think, well, how was that done? And they doubt it be like that. If it's close to you as well.
It is going to be close to you because Ian is not going to be on a stage. He's going to be right in front of you.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see everything.
I will be among you.
Yes. We'll be amongst the
audience. Like cheeky spirits.
Yes, there is a conjurer spirit.
Yeah, there's a conjurer spirit at the centre, yeah.
Yes.
So
and this is, it's like Jane says, there's so many different energies and spirits at the centre. It would be phenomenal for them to get involved or for them to make an appearance when we're doing something like that. I mean,
exactly.
How cool is that going to be?
Well, they're so used to you, aren't they? So it'd be brilliant, yeah. I do want to come, but I just don't know if I'm camping or not. It's a bit one of those, really.
You can always come to the next one.
Yes.
We'll save you a cake.
Yeah. We'll save the cake from this.
Yeah, we'll save you a cake.
No, don't want it saving that long. But yeah. But no, I just don't know what's going on. But yeah. So I really want to get camping, but that's May, and yeah, I can't go end of May, so I might be going then, but I don't know. I'm just waiting for everything. But yeah, it just sounds so fascinating.
I'm looking forward to it, but thank you for embracing us and
many thanks.
Putting us on the map there, because it's people like yourself that promote very small events like this.
I just do what I do.
Yeah, but like the paranormal groups, you reach out to so many people and you befriend so many people and you give them confidence and enthusiasm with what you do. So credit to you. But thank you very much for embracing us and promoting what we're doing, because obviously we're not very tech minded. Well, I'm not. So you've given us a great platform to start the process.
Yeah,
Really.
but no, you've done it by all your publicity. Like the image, really struggling, got a cough. But there's the images you have and the way you've set it up is brilliant. You did the photo shoot as well.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm learning as we go along.
But you're selling a different idea as well. Ideas, people don't come out with different ideas than you have.
Definitely selling a different idea and using the skills that we both have collectively.
Yeah.
So hopefully people enjoy it.
They will enjoy it, definitely.
People will come and see
Yeah.
us.
And you won't
Magic is fun though.
You won't see this anywhere else. This is a unique thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
And our characters, we go into full character. So when we've got our Victorian outfits on, we are Celestia Storm and Ethan Black.
Absolutely.
So we have theatrical characteristics. So
yeah,
that's brilliant.
We are lovers.
Yes.
We're both lovers.
Yes, Victorian lovers.
That's great. But no, it is just so fascinating what you're doing, and yeah, I just hope it goes well, and hope you do get a lot more events, and we'll share it. People should know it's on. I want people to know it's on, and it will be successful because you sort of you're really going for you're working at it. You created the page and you've got the images and you're just working at it really. You're promoting it and everything. So yeah, fair play to you.
And promote and see how it goes. But most of all, we're enjoying the experience.
Yes, yeah.
It's not a chore. It's something we're both passionate about. I enjoy doing the things that I enjoy. Ian enjoys doing his magic, but also he's got that. You enjoy the esoterical part, don't you? You enjoy the tarot and everything.
Yes.
So that blend of both of us, we have that mutual connection.
I've performed for 10 people and I've performed for 2,000, and it's the same for me. I just love doing it. So
wow, that's impressive. 2,000. I think I've only ever performed for about 300. But yeah.
And everything in between, and hopefully that enthusiasm will come through. When I'm performing.
I think I struggle to make 2,000, Kate.
Oh gosh.
So we need to limit the audience a little bit.
That's why.
I think for 2,000.
That's why tickets are limited, because of the cakes.
Yeah, because of the cakes.
Yeah. There's never one cake per person, is it? Either, knowing you.
No. The trouble with me is I like feeding people. I like looking after people.
You definitely do.
I'm an empath, so it's in my.
Oh, bless you.
It's in my,
Olivia, can't wait. Well done, you both.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Olivia, for your lovely photos and putting all that time in. You worked really hard.
The images and the design are just fantastic. They really are. I do photography, but
I'm not on the top.
The design is brilliant.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll hopefully get some shots and a little bit of video from the evening as well. We'll put a little bit of show reel stuff onto the website when we've got some,
Well, if I come, I'll record something, but I don't quite know. Oh no. Andy Tom. He has an image of you running down the supermarket and buying up all the cakes you can carry.
Yeah, if I have 2,000 people, I probably would end up doing that. I don't think my oven's big enough to cater for 2,000, but I do tend to like to make cakes for everybody. I like to feed people. So I also like to give people an enjoyable evening. I like to make sure that they have the best experience that they can.
You do, yeah. You do when you're hosting, but obviously, break time as well. Like, oh my gosh, those meringues are pure evil.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're
No,
just like collapsing your fingers and melting your mouth. They're just, oh wow, they're just
bless you,
beautiful.
thank
They
you.
really are.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
great.
you're doing that, but you're sort of embarking more on the paranormal as well. So what do you think about going to different places?
Well, we're quite open-minded. You know, we've even said about going to wedding fairs and stuff like that, just as a different alternative to wedding entertainment.
Yeah.
You know, corporate events, anything like that. We're happy to have a go at anything.
Yeah.
But as I say, we don't want to run before we can walk, because we've got to test the water, and we've got to see if people actually enjoy what we do.
They will.
So, but you know,
We will. Yeah.
Oh,
what's not to enjoy when it's your hobby anyway?
You're guaranteed to enjoy it, or you pay double. There you go.
That's the better way, isn't it?
It
really is.
I do comedy cabaret as well. I'm here all week.
Brilliant.
He does. He does. He's quite diverse, is Ian? But yeah, I can't even remember a joke, so I'd be hopeless at comedy.
Oh no, I don't. I just throw one-liners out naturally, especially insulting ones.
Yeah. But well, you know, we've got lots of things that we can do, lots of ideas in the pipeline.
Yeah, wedding venue is a good idea.
We're drowning in ideas. We just need an outlet. I've got so much work I could throw at this, but I have to limit myself to stuff which I've worked, which I know works. All the stuff I've done has been the backbone of what I've done for a lot of years. But I've got books full of notes and ideas, and I was just saying to Amanda before we went on air that I've been taught to make all my own stuff, and I've made stuff. I'll show a couple of things, and we can work miracles. You believe that what we were doing was a miracle because of people that are not only because of me and my creativity, but through the people who have invested time in me when I was younger in magic. BJ Powers, for one, taught me how to make my own props, how to invent stuff, and you know, have ideas and think outside the box. And this is the thing: a lot of magicians that you'll see performing at tables, they go to magic dealers and get stuff, and it's not their own stuff. They're performing some of the things that somebody else has invented.
Yes.
But I try and perform all my own stuff as far as possible, and I don't perform tricks. I have a performance piece which lasts maybe 20 minutes perhaps for some things and 10 others. But it is an immersive experience where things happen. It's not just, they're not magic tricks.
No.
It's based upon magic principles,
Mm.
but they're not just magic, you know, like, here's a card, sign a card, lose a card, find a card, there, we've done trick, next table.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that I do, yeah.
It is themed with like demonology, occult stuff, because we've both got an interest in sort of demonology and magic. I find it fascinating. A lot of people are turned off by that, but you know, it's great that Neil has opened the door at the centre and started to do some work with demons, and Jane has been working with the demons with demon connections at the centre.
That is interesting, because obviously I've been to one, and that was a fascinating evening.
Lives, and they've opened the door to show you the truth, really, about how demonology has been sort of badly publicised. Demonised. You know, made fearful, really, where a lot of we've uncovered quite a lot of interesting facts about the demons. So yeah, if you want to see more, they're on Ghost Planet Network.
I quite like demons.
I like demons. Yeah. It's not the ghosts and the demons you need to worry about.
It's people.
It's the living.
Oh God, it is people. Oh my gosh. Jeanette says, I don't like the normal magic show. I can't even say that. So yours sounds like my kind of magic. That's cool.
It is your kind of magic.
It's
Absolutely.
It's definitely not sort of normal magic. If you like spiritism, occult, demonology, Victorian magic, it's right up your street.
I shall be pulling a out of a rabbit.
Yeah, and chocolate stuff at some stage.
Yes, you've got that to come with. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I've got some of my old illusions still.
And apparently I don't need any plasters to put my head back on.
No, because it won't be put back on.
No. But yeah, we've got lots of things in the pipeline. Hopefully people enjoy it, and it's something outside the box.
There's a voodoo thing coming up as well.
Yeah.
I'm working on a voodoo thing.
Voodoo, interesting, yeah.
That's where I shall be self-harming for your entertainment.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Not literally.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh.
That's gruesome.
I don't know about this.
Up close and personal.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You'll see it all happen, and you'll be going, "Oh my God, it's real. He's killed himself," and that'll be it.
Really?
There's probably no more act after that, but it'd be good.
Really? Oh my word.
Oh wow. Okay.
I said that's to come.
I've been shown how to make a voodoo doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool.
The voodoo puppets. Call it a doll.
With Bloody Mary from Nola. So she came over to Paranormal and showed us how to do it, and we did at the start of the evening she did this ritual thing as well. So that was cool. So and hearing about voodoo as well. So you get an insight into things, don't you?
Ian's also got very interesting Alistair Crowley box, haven't you?
Oh yes, I've got some Alistair Crowley relics in a box. Yes, definitely.
That's interesting.
Very haunted.
So if you like the occultist and Alistair Crowley, then we've got a sort of a trick that encompasses his box bricks.
That sounds intriguing. It really does.
It's all very dark and horrible.
Yeah, we like that though, don't we? It kind of gets fascinating after a while.
Yeah, I mean it's just intriguing. It's just if you like sort of the air of mystery and suspense, then you'll love it. You'll love it, and especially if you like the centre as well, because obviously it's a perfect venue for it because of the theme room. It's a perfect setting. So I can't see why you know people won't enjoy it.
They will.
So
guaranteed. Pay double.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's because that the spirits know you at the centre, and I think they'll come out and enjoy it as well, won't they?
Yeah.
What I'm hoping is that the spirits will embrace what we're doing and find it fascinating, because like people, they've got opinions and interests, and hopefully they'll come. And as a result of what we do, we might even find more activity. Who knows? On the night, maybe we'll attract some spirits that are interested in what we're doing.
Well, there's various portals in the building, so
yes,
not limited to what comes through. So you never know.
Yeah.
Then this is the great thing about the centre, is you never know what's going to happen, because every ghost hunt, every evening that you go there, something different happens.
Mr. Crowley
might make an appearance.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think I've communicated with him at Warwick Castle.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. I've got footage out on the internet. Yeah, that was brilliant.
Good stuff.
I have to watch that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like Estes method, but I was getting fed things to then ask the Estes method, and the answers were brilliant. But
and is that recorded on one of your shows? Is it?
It's on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
I'll have to watch that one then.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, that was really fascinating, because the
Right.
person had linked in with Alistair Crowley before. So they'd already picked up on something before, so that then we went again and it was intrigued. Oh yeah, Jane says he's been known to visit the centre as well, so
okay.
you never know.
Oh, wonderful.
I bet he's never mentioned me, has he?
No, I wouldn't. No. Well,
But
you never know.
yeah,
It might come out if you showing your box of tricks.
I'll get me boxes. Yeah, I've got astral travel. I've got the Book of the Law. I've got all sorts in there of his.
Yeah.
No, it does sound fascinating. I'm getting more fascinated by Alistair Crowley as time goes on, because I did go to Boleskine House last year. I did a tour around the outside. I did go to the graveyard underneath it as well, which I like it in there.
Yeah. I mean,
you don't know what he sort of did there, do you? Really?
No.
No.
Definitely
Yeah.
not. But we're excited.
Yeah.
But we need people to recognise that we're here, like and share us, and
Yeah, even come.
It doesn't matter. Just spread the word.
Engage with us through the website.
Yeah.
Send us a message.
And people, what we're going to do as well, we're going to do an evaluation sheet, so we can get feedback from people.
Oh, brilliant.
To tell us what they've enjoyed, what we could do better, if I need to make more cakes, that sort of thing.
That's always going to be.
You can't eat all your cakes. There's just too many of them.
But yeah, I mean, and that gives us some feedback as to, if there's things that people didn't like, people that want to see more of, or, they could give us some ideas about different venues and things. Everything helps.
Yeah.
So we're excited. Really excited.
No, it's thrilling just to come up with something different at a venue you love, at a place where the spirits love you as well.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's going to happen on that side, do you? As well.
I mean, there's a lot of connections at the centre with Victorian history as well. So.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So it links in really well.
You've got all the images, haven't you? The photos, the death photos and everything, haven't you? And
you've got
artifacts.
Jack the Ripper stuff and
yes.
So there's all those different connections that hopefully we'll be able to engage with, and you never know if some of these spirits want to come and join us and help us with the show. The more the merrier, because it's going to make it more entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, definitely. Yeah.
Blow me candles out.
No, don't blow the candles out. That's what we have to see.
Well, they've done that before anyway, haven't they? So don't say that to them.
But
competition.
One of the fellow hosts, they've got a team there in the last few months, and they say on the store they captured opening and closing on its own. So that would be great if that happened on the evening. That we got some interaction.
That'll add to it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I can't think of a better place to promote it to start with.
There isn't one.
Because the centre is really unique.
It is definitely.
I don't think there's anywhere that's like it.
No.
Well, no, like why do I travel 30 miles each way?
Yeah.
And I've been there frequently now.
Yeah.
It's just got a massive draw, massive pull for me, and
And I think a lot of the resident spirits, we've gained respect with them because, we work very closely with the items in the centre. A lot of them have haunted attachments and things, and we're very respectful of them.
Yeah.
And we're forever learning and trying to find out more information about different things. So
yeah,
it's an amazing venue. Love it.
It was weird because a couple of weeks ago I was at Tutbury, I was hosting, and a few from the centre came along, and I was hosting down in the dungeon, and sort of started, and Bob the Clown came through.
Oh, okay.
So he just paid a quick visit, and it's like, it's just.
There's a lot of dolls, like Robert the Doll. There's Hannah on the Little Trike.
Yeah.
There's Paul the ventriloquist doll.
My favourite Paul.
we're going to try and incorporate them all.
Yeah.
So that they get stardom as well. I mean, I know they're famous anyway for their own uniqueness and personality, but we're going to try and incorporate them so that they like working with us.
Yeah.
They're going to be the act. So
well, they do like working with you anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I love Paul.
He's great, isn't he?
Yeah, Paul has a habit of throwing himself off chairs.
I like Paul. I don't like Hannah, and she knows it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hannah's quite attention seeking.
I'm going to have to introduce Lulu. Oh,
Lulu.
You holding Lulu in the photo shoot.
Oh yes.
Lulu.
Yeah. Oh, we won't spoiler on that one.
No.
Yeah, you've got to wait and find out who Lulu is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but we're going to incorporate some of the dolls from the dolls room as well.
Oh, brilliant.
And we're working on a theme for the war room as well.
Yes, got a thing for the war room, and that'll be interesting.
Mm.
And as you were speaking, I just had some ideas for a Jack the Ripper theme as well.
Oh
yeah,
bring it on!
Yeah, I've got a Jack the Ripper idea now as well.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. But it just sounds like it's going to be fascinating.
But talking to you is giving us food for thought, and people's comments as well. We're going to take them all on board, and because we want to do something that people want to see, something different, not boring, just boring magic.
Yeah,
it's going to be.
Oh, it won't be boring.
Interactive.
It won't be boring.
It's not going to be boring.
And
I might have a contact for you as well.
Great.
We'll mention that in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something unusual.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be great. I mean, if we could do like, I don't know, events at a castle or something like that. I mean, because we're going to put on an act. We are actors and actresses, aren't we? And we're going to put on a performance.
We are actors.
Yeah.
We are going to go full into character.
Brilliant.
A colleague of mine, whose professional name is Sylvia Scepter, she used to write, theme, and perform the stuff for Warwick Castle.
Wow.
So you can definitely get into these places.
Yeah.
You just have to, work.
Yeah.
And that's why we've decided to go with stage names, because Amanda Hancock to me is not. It's nothing special, is it? So
that's all right.
I've gone for Celestia Storm.
Well done.
It's a good one. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I am stepping out of me and becoming Celestia Storm.
It's better than some of the characters I've played because I do panto and stuff. But
we can get some tips off you because you're a budding actress.
Yeah.
Wow. No, you.
Well, you've been in panto and all sorts, haven't you?
Oh yeah, but I do that.
So there you go. You could be a production manager or something.
You could do a bit of Shakespeare. Is this a knife I see before me? No, it's a cake.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
When shall we three meet again?
Yes. Oh yes.
Well, yes.
That nice one. Oh yeah, that could be a good one, couldn't it?
Well, I'm hoping.
Scene. There you go.
We've had a few events behind us, and we've had some good feedback, and
we'll get some good feedback.
We can move forward with it.
Yeah, I can see that the Macbeth start.
Yeah, but I mean, it's people like yourself that it just gives us a bit of a platform.
You're a star.
I just do what I do. That's it, isn't it?
But I mean, I don't really know a lot of people really to promote ourselves to. So for you to come forward and allow us to do this is very much appreciated.
No, it's nice that like I try and get different people to come on and have a chat, and it's nice to speak to you. It really is, and if you sell tickets out of it, I speak to different people if they've got a book to sell, if they've got tickets to sell for something. I always ask, I ask somebody to be a guest and say, well, what do you want to promote? then we kind of try and head down that route.
Yeah.
But that's the secret out there, isn't it?
But just promoting ourselves as a new event. It hopefully will raise the profile for Neil as well.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Because I know he's very successful in his own right, and he's got a lot of followers. But hopefully we can, build on that as well. So we're very grateful.
Well,
I can sort this out as well then. Jeanette says go on to different chat shows to promote it.
Yeah.
So, but you've got contacts as well now, haven't you? Through the Paranormal. So
I'm just starting to build up my profile. So yeah.
Well, I think it was added value for the centre, really. I mean, like you say, Neil does a great job, and there's some great stuff goes on there. Yeah. And this to me is just like added value, something
that's right.
That we can provide.
Neil's ideas are amazing, and like.
I often see what goes on behind it all. The centre medium, Jane's always helping to.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely.
Things and working to create new opportunities. You don't quite fully appreciate what goes on there and the hard work.
Yeah.
And a lot of the volunteers are happy to host there because we're all.
Well, it's just a fascinating place, isn't it? It really is. Yeah.
It
just draws me.
To other places and help different teams and things, and go to other haunted locations and meet fellow investigators and share knowledge. So that's great for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah. So very
but I want to thank you both anyway. It's been fascinating.
Good.
And it's nice to see nice to hear everyone's story.
Yeah.
And everyone's got their own story. Our paths met for a reason.
Yeah.
You're now branching to do Black and Storm, and that's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And awesome. And good luck to you. So tickets, if you sort of follow Black and Storm on Facebook, I'll post a comment so you can find it. Hi Chris, I hope you're well. Jeanette says it's been interesting. So so May the 4th be with you. There's a date for your diary.
Yeah, so go to the website, purchase your ticket, Saturday the 4th of May, 8 till late. So we've got the illusion, the magic, and combined with the ghost hunt as well.
And how much is it?
£25.
£25 for a night out.
So you're getting a ghost hunt, you're getting fed with refreshments and cake, and you're getting
nice cake.
Your wonderful illusion, magic, and a Victorian theme.
Live actors, real magic.
Yeah. It does sound wonderful. I do want to go. I don't know if I'm going camping, but I will definitely get to one of them.
You will.
Because hopefully you'll be doing a lot more of them.
You definitely will.
Yes. Yeah. Andy says, thank you for an interesting evening. Good luck for the future for you both.
Thanks, Andy.
I can't seem to read tonight. I don't know what's going on. But So thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone, and take care, everyone, okay?
Thank you.
Bye for now. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.